Hello guys, today we make black rice wine, similar to the rice wine that I already posted, but different. This is the yeast I collect from the previous fermentation. For this recipe, we don't put the rice in the water and throw the water, because if you do this, you lost the color. So we will keep the water and cook directly our rice. Here we have 1 kilogram and 600 gram of black rice divided in 800 gram and 800 gram. Plus you need 3 liters of water divided 1.5 liter, 1.5 liter. And if you use the yeast that you collect from the previous fermentation, a jar like this, you can collect only the yeast and drink the wine, or you can use it everything, because when you add in the fermenter you add also a glass of wine, and plus is the same wine, rice wine again. If you are at the first time, so you don't have this yeast that you collect from the previous fermentation, you can use Chinese yeast balls, maybe 40 gram should be enough. We should cook our rice 40 minutes, so I will put the pot on the stove, minimum power, and wait 40 minutes. For this one I will put the pot in the rice cooker and wait until the cycle is finished. So see you later when the rice is cooked. After 35 minutes we can remove our pot from the stove. Please keep the lid on the pot, because the pot is still hot, the rice too, so we'll keep in cooking, we can say, until will be no cold. And plus, if you remove the lid, the water inside the rice will evaporate and you will have dry rice and will be impossible to make the wine. Same story with the rice cooker. Unplug the power, the electricity, and don't open the lid. Wait until you reach the room temperature. So you can do this step one day in advance. Probably tonight is already late, so see you tomorrow morning to go ahead with our black rice wine. The following morning, the rice has reached the room temperature. We can put it in the fermenter. We add the yeast. We close with the lid. On the top of the lid we have the airlock. Inside the airlock, any kind of liquor that you have at home, vodka, rum, grappa, up to you. Now we should wait that the fermentation starts. When it starts, I will update you. See you soon. After 48 hours, the fermentation is very active. You can see from the airlock, and also from the liquid that start to develop. So I collect it and I check the original gravity, that is 1050. If you remember, the original gravity with the glutinous rice was 1080. So this wine will be around 5-6% of alcohol content. Kind of beer. So if you like, you can keep like this, or if you want to improve the alcohol content, you need to add water and sugar, especially sugar. As probably you imagine, I was not able to resist, so I add 1 liter of water and 250 grams of sugar. I check again the gravity, and now the gravity is 1070, so we increase a little bit the alcohol content of our wine. Now I will close with the lid. I will wait until the fermentation finish, and after I will update you. Short update. After 3 weeks the fermentation is keep going, very slow, but it's going. You can notice from the bubbles inside the rice, but also from the airlock that is still in pressure, is not at level. After 10 days, 2 weeks, your fermentation will slow down, and like now you will have one bubble every 30 minutes or 1 hour, depend also the temperature that you have at home. So now we should wait. When the airlock will be at level, we will put our wine in the bottles. The color, like maybe you see when I show you the fermenter, will be spectacular. After 30 days, the fermentation is finished. You can notice it from the airlock that is at level, and also from the final gravity, because it's very low, 986. This means that all the sugar, all the substance that the yeast can transform in alcohol, now there are alcohol inside our wine. If you remember, after that I add a little bit of water and sugar, the original gravity was 1070. The final gravity is 986. The difference is 84 divided by the coefficient 7.5. The alcohol content at the moment is 11.2. Plus I add the sugar, so the final alcohol content of my wine will be at least 11.7%. Please don't add more than 10 grams per liter. In the bottles, you know, they will be like a reactor. Why I say in theory should be 11.7? Because probably is more. Like somebody comment under the video the rice wine, the other video that I posted 1 month ago with the glutinous rice, what I checked at the beginning was not all the sugar, because what's happened? We boil the rice, the enzyme collect all the sugar from the rice, and the yeast from the sugar make the alcohol. But what I checked at the beginning was not all the sugar that was inside the rice. This is why some people tell me, be careful, maybe there is more alcohol. Now that I was at home, I drink already my rice wine, and I can notice even more there was very strong, so more than 10%. When I done the wine tasting, it was 7 in the morning to have the right light, and I was in the field. Many problems, so I can test it, but not properly. At home I can notice that the alcohol is more strong. So this is at least the alcohol content of our wine, but probably the alcohol is more higher. If I will find the instrument, now that I will go back in Italy, I will buy it, or if somebody want to make me a gift, they can send me. I will use to check the alcohol content of all my wine, beer and liquor and so on. So now for the refermentation in the bottle, we should wait at least 2 weeks. So see you in 2 weeks for the wine tasting. From the smell, you can smell that is not white rice, the same when you cook your rice at home. but the color is really, really spectacular. Let's test it. Spectacular, very, very, very strong, but very dry, little bit sparkling, but I think that probably the problem is not the wine but the bottles, because they don't close properly. So very good experiment. Okay guys, remember to subscribe to the channel, to leave me a like, to watch and share this video with your friends. If you have some advice, some recipe that you want to share with me, you can write me here on the channel, or you can write me on Instagram or by email. This is the last video from Manado, Indonesia. So I want to thank all the Madonese or all the Indonesian, because it's really a spectacular population. Bye bye.